Hello, I am making a short video to help anyone out there with a car similar to mine. There is a bit of a challenge to installing and taking out the alternator in this car. The first time I did it, it caused me a lot of grief, and I just wanted to make the process as simple as possible. You'll see very quickly that there is an easy way to do it. I'm going to let you see up here close and personal. Hopefully that's in focus. You can see that's a 1983, December 83. This is an 84 Honda Civic. Okay, the secret to making this work is there's a pathway behind the engine. You can see here what I've done is I've taken out the battery, which goes right here in this box. Set the light down so you can see a bit further. Inside here there's a canister that I've removed. That canister, let's see if I can put this camera down. That canister actually slides into place. There's a little bracket right back here. This canister comes over and slides into that mount and slides down like this against the firewall. And then there's a drain tube that goes out the bottom. This drain tube here. You just slide this up, sit it off to the side, kind of tuck it up out of the way. And then that passageway right down there is where the alternator is placed. In order to move it through the back of the engine, there's a little tunnel back in there, right above the axles. I'm going to go ahead and put this in there now. What you do is you sit it inside like this, down in a safe spot, and trust me, it's not going to go anywhere except down, because it's so tight down in there with the other things. So you sit it right down inside there like that. And you can see there's kind of a passageway. I'll put the camera down in there. That passageway right there is big enough to fit that alternator. You get down underneath the car, and with two hands you very gently work it up and across to the other side, and then it installs from underneath the engine. And I'll get this camera down underneath the car and take a picture of it once I get it across, and you can see how it slides in very tight, but you know, with a little bit of work you can actually move it into place. Okay, you can see the alternator now. If I can get my light up there. See the alternator where I laid it up above. Move my light down here so you can see it better. See, there's my alternator placed up above like I did before. I'm going to move it across this area right there into this spot over here, and it goes up right into that place over there. So I'm going to see if I can do this maybe just a little bit so you get an idea of how to do it. See, I put my hand right up here like this, very gently. You don't want to break anything or damage anything. Just kind of rotate it, move it up and down and around, up, over, and across, past the engine support. The one point of interference is you have a cable running down to the transmission. But you can see once I get it up and around that cable, right there, you see that? Maybe from the side. Once it gets up and over that cable, see, I'm doing this with one hand. Two hands would be so much easier. Just a matter of wiggling it past everything, getting it up and over. You see that? I'm up into there. From here it's a hop, skip, and a jump. Get rid of my light. To get that alternator right up over into this position there and get it mounted. So I'm going to turn off the camera now, move it over and kind of get it in place so you can see. But that's pretty much the worst part of it. Coming across the underside of the engine, back up into place, and then moving it up where you can mount it. So if you have a 1984 Honda Civic with a 1.5 liter engine, especially if it's a wagon, this is the way to do it. You don't have to take off any of this other guards over here. You don't have to take off any of the axles. You don't have to lower anything, remove anything from up above. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze to get the bolts on, but the whole thing can be done without removing anything except the alternator, and then passing it through the back side of the engine, between the firewall and the engine, and up and out where the battery placement is. As long as you remove that battery, remove that canister, it's an easy shot. So hopefully this video helps. Good luck, and I just wanted to pass this along because it'll save hours and hours of headaches for anyone doing a similar job. Good luck.